I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, hello and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. Cruising right into a weekend for some of you. The weekend starts today because you'll have a Good Friday off. I know a lot of the school kids are very excited. My wife has tomorrow off, being a teacher.
Nice.
Yeah, so they're really pumped.
Rocco is jazzed.
Yeah.
Today is like Friday.
I know.
And then there's no school Monday, Easter Monday.
Oh, wow. Easter Monday, huh?
Easter Monday.
Dang. Yeah, does it kind of suck for you, too, when everybody in your house has off and you've got to go to work? And you're like, oh, man.
Well, Rocco's the only one because Panda's got to work, too.
Okay.
So me and Panda are both in the grind. Rocco's just dancing around, doing the butt shake.
What does he do when he's home alone?
So he doesn't really get to stay home alone a lot. Like Panda will drop him off here at me because it's just too long for him to be alone.
Okay.
Yeah, those kind of days, I don't like to leave him alone that long. If I'm leaving him at home to go to Publix, it's one thing. But I can't leave him alone for like 4 hours, 5 hours. No, I don't feel good about that.
Okay. All right, just gets a little bit of time.
Yeah, he's still too little for that.
Okay.
What are you doing over there? You got your vibrator?
Oh, sorry. My clit was a little
Yeah?
neglected.
Okay.
That thing looks like it could powerhouse the clitoris.
I would not recommend this thing for a clit.
Wow.
Unless
That looks
you
heavy
got-
duty, but the attachment looks like it would work.
Well, I mean, unless you got one of them TTs, them TCs, them turbo clits. All right, sorry. I was talking to coworkers,
Okay, have a good old time.
colleagues, as they say.
Yeah.
Were you vibrating your coworkers too?
Just kind of mix it with the colleagues.
There you go.
Speaking business.
He's getting very friendly after a couple of drinks of that whiskey over there.
He is loving it.
Yeah,
That
look at
black whiskey's doing you right.
No, he's the best coworker.
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, you like it.
It's award winning.
Yeah.
Look, there's like a medal on it.
I know
just-
it looks like I drank a lot.
Because you did.
I did, but
Yeah.
some of it might have spilled.
Oh, okay.
When I swept the leg, as they say in the business.
Yeah.
He swept his own leg.
Yeah.
It's called Black Whiskey is the name of it, I guess.
It's very good.
It's Peruvian.
I'm anxious to hear how you feel about that tequila. That tequila bottle that dude Josh got us is very cool looking.
Yeah. It might be very fancy. It's Baluarte is the name of it.
Have you heard of that?
No, I've never heard of this brand.
But he got it in legit Mexico. So you're like, all right,
Yeah.
maybe we don't have that here.
It is bizarre because I'm a Jameson guy. And, Jameson, I don't think it's considered ritzy type of alcohol.
No.
It's mid.
It's basic bitch of whiskey.
I wouldn't say it's basic. I would say it's mid, right, Kevin? Jameson?
Yeah, I think so.
It's like Friday. It's the Fridays of whiskey.
It's everywhere. It's
Yeah.
generic. It's if you're drinking tequila and you're drinking Patron, it's like the same as drinking Patron.
The thing about like a Jameson, you drink that and it kind of stays on your tongue a little bit, and it I don't know. This was
Got a little bit of an aftertaste.
This was clean.
Yeah.
You didn't need a chaser.
There is something to be said for top shelf if you can do it.
I didn't even know about this land.
Yeah.
There's a shelf up there?
Yeah.
Watch this go. Wow.
No one told me.
I don't feel like shit. I don't feel like I have to down this with 9 bottles of Mountain Dew.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. I do have a question here from Vicky, though, about your hip that you were massaging with that. She said, last I'd heard was Jaybird was going to get his hip replacement surgery, but something happened with his blood work right before he went. Maybe he got sick. Have you guys talked about what happened yet? If so, I must have missed it. Is he still having the hip replacement surgery?
I got a terrible bout of the flu, and I'm not trying to blame for Virginia, but she came in here. I don't know if you guys remember. It was a Friday, and you were sick, and you said Rocco had the flu, and my surgery was coming up, and I got the flu. And I got it really, really bad. And
I blame Rocco.
I had it for about 15 days. I'm not trying to be a little bitch, but I did not feel regular or sane or healthy for about 14 or 15 days.
They won't even let you have surgery if you have the flu.
Well, I canceled the surgery. I said I'm not ready to go into the surgery. I don't even want to deal with y'all telling me I can't deal with it. And so yeah, I did cancel it. But then, that was kind of a schedule kind of a thing for the Snack Pack show. And then the movie, and then the other Snack Pack show. And all the people emailing me saying, you could have gotten your fucking surgery and you didn't do it. Fuck you. No, you don't know my life.
All right. No angry drunk.
You're right. Yeah, let me bring that back in.
Where's I love you, man?
I love you for your comments, but you don't know me. You don't know what's going on with my family and what the fuck's going on. So, as Virginia would say, settle down.
Kaylin is looking for some updates. She has a bit of a shorter commute now, and she had a baby in the last 2 years.
Oh, boy, that's a time suck.
Yeah.
A baby and a shorter commute.
She said, I had the 2023 episodes downloaded, listened to every minute of them, so I didn't miss a thing. And I just finished the last 2023 episode today, which she loved, by the way. Thank you. And I went to find January 2024 episodes to download, and they were all gone. The oldest episodes I can find now are from the end of March 2025.
Daddies!
I know we had changed our provider, but why that would affect whether or not the podcasts are there, I don't know. I would think they'd still populate every place where you have been getting your KVJ podcast. So I've spent the majority of the day grieving that I've lost over a year of my KVJ content. Don't worry, we'll figure it out for you.
Yeah, we'll help you find it. Don't worry.
So I need to be caught up on anything that might have happened since January 2024. Okay, things like any updates on Mags in college. Also, what happened to Suits. Last update I had was that he and his mom had found a place to live, but then I saw on Instagram that he moved. So, yeah, so she's a year or so behind. Yeah, Suits went to Philly to work on the railroad, and he's doing great there with getting promotions and working his butt off, and he's going to have a very good career doing that. Seems to be very happy now.
He is very happy now. He is getting promoted.
Yep.
And he is moving up the ranks. And he's also, which I love this, each month he's taking flying lessons. He found a place where he could go and do flying lessons and pay as he goes instead of having to come up with all the money up front to go to flight school like he originally wanted to do.
Yep.
So he's just doing little bits of lesson at a time. And the last I heard from him, he said, my last flying lesson was such an amazing experience. I could see Philly, New York City, and Atlantic City all at the same time when I got up there. I can't wait to do it again.
Okay, very cool.
He's following his dream still. You know, the railroad was a backup dream because he really wanted to go to flight school.
Yeah.
But it's so damn expensive.
Right.
So he's doing it the smart way. He's putting the work in and investing in his future each and every month.
That's good.
We love Suits. I don't know what happened. Some people in the chat room was going after Suits in a mean way. What happened with that?
I don't know. I have no idea, but we love Suits.
We love Suits.
Just because he's gone, like, we cheer for people that leave and go to do better and follow their dream. Like, I think we were just holding him back here, and he was having fun and he was comfortable.
Yeah.
And sometimes comfort is the key. Getting out of your comfort zone is healthy. It's good for you. Scare yourself a little bit. And that's what he did. He picked it up and moved to a city he'd never even been to.
Good for him.
That's bravery.
Good for him.
We're not mad at all. We're happy for him. And we just hope that he comes back to visit occasionally.
And Liza from Tennessee said, I got to call out Virginia about the No Name movie game. I was catching up on last week's shows, and I got to say, wow, Virginia is a master manipulator.
Yeah, she's good.
She messed with Jaybird's round.
Yep.
Jaybird
How?
does say the title on the movie in a clue, and she called him out on it during his round while his timer was still going, which delayed his clues given to his partner.
Yeah.
Typically, if someone does that, it's brought up after the 60-second round is completed and the point is taken away. But no,
That's not
Virginia
true.
couldn't keep her mouth shut and rigged Jaybird's chance to get more points on the board. Anybody else notice this?
We always call it out in the moment if we notice it. Sometimes we just don't notice it.
Yeah, you're a fucking cheater, and we're not taking it no more. Oh yeah, no, Whiskey Bird is on fire. Come to me.
That's right.
Come to me?
No, what'd you say?
Come for me?
No, what was
Come
the,
to me.
no, what was the thing you
Come
said?
on me?
No, I think it was, no, what was
All
that?
right.
What was the techno song?
Hold still. Kevin, get him.
When we got into a fight, you're like, come on me, or come to me. Or
Come on me.
I've
I've never
You
yelled.
yelled that?
Come on me at
did you say
anybody in
that?
this
It
room.
was, don't come for me. That's what it was.
Don't come for me, bro.
I'm in a mood. Don't come for me. I love it. I love it.
But I do like don't come on me better.
Look out.
And we want nothing like that.
See, Suits is still here.
In his spirit.
Natalia said someone from KVJ Nation posted something on the Facebook group about the anniversary of Aunt Anne's death 6 years ago, and I couldn't believe it's been that long.
Wow.
So I went on YouTube to play the show from the day after and just bawl my eyes out the entire time. I lost my mom almost 2 years ago, and I felt so cathartic to cry alongside Jaybird. I just wanted to say how much we all miss Aunt Anne and your mom, Kay. And yes, I was a fan of Kevin's grandma when I was in middle school. Hope you all have a happy Easter weekend. Very
Yes.
nice. Thank you.
We miss them greatly.
And we talk about them often.
Yes.
Yep.
Not everyone's so kind about that, though.
Aw.
Oh, yeah. Where's that whiskey?
Where's that whiskey?
Where is that whiskey at, Kevin? I've got a
Oh,
few
my
things
gosh.
to say.
Oh, boy, there you go.
She's
That's a
pouring.
heavy pour there.
All right.
Yeah,
Call
that's
this.
good.
That's
Don't
good.
come on me.
Yeah, that's right. Look out.
Podcast. Bird's hit his limit. That's perfect, Kevin.
Oh, no. It's a deadly combination when she's got her whiskey and her clit massager.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It feels so good. Oh, my God.
Yeah. He's going to get a little experimental with that thing here in a minute.
And I just broke my tooth.
Now you got to add dentist to the list of doctors you need to visit.
Right.
Psychiatrist number one, though.
A psychiatrist, for all of us, yeah, is number one.
You want to do group therapy again, Kev, with the whole team?
Yeah, it was so successful last time.
We actually don't need it now.
Yeah.
No, we don't. We need it for our head problems, but not for our chemistry.
I think individually we all should see somebody.
Why you think I am?
You still are?
Yeah.
You are?
I
'Cause
am.
There was talk that you were thinking about ending it.
I was thinking about ending it, but then I was like, well, let me just see it to the summer.
Okay.
That's
Just to the
good.
summer.
I like that.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
How often do you go?
I was going once a week,
Okay.
and now I'm scheduled to go in 2 weeks.
Okay. All right.
Kevin
Well-
dealt with that pretty good.
He was thinking, do I need to go?
Yeah. Oh, I
was a
definitely
good-
need to go.
11 seconds of silence. Okay.
When you hear somebody else is
All
doing
right.
something that you think you might need, you got to process it.
Right.
You're like, should I be booking an appointment as well?
I'm actually quite proud of you to do that. I think that's very good of you to do that. I think that's an awesome move, and it's not always an easy thing to surrender to.
Sometimes life just gets overwhelming, and it's way better to go talk to somebody than to have a mental breakdown.
And even if they're not just giving you your lollipop, because I think some people go to therapy and they get their lollipop and go, you're a good person. If you're honest with your therapist, I think that's a good, healthy thing. If you kind of know, I'm going into this situation, doctor, and I feel like I might be doing this wrong. Am I doing it wrong? Am I doing it right? And kind of going from that perspective, I think that's very, very healthy.
Amen.
Well, we had the Sugar Tit Moonshine from South Carolina, and now there is Licking Hole Creek in Virginia. It says the Virginia's Farm Brewery is set to reopen in Goochland.
Licking Hole, we got to get that to go with our Sugar Tit.
When's the last
Licking Hole
time?
Creek.
When's the last time on the other side of this table has licked a hole? I mean, I'm quite curious, and I think our audience is curious too.
Donut hole.
Yeah, okay, well, that's a hole, baby.
Yeah.
And people would believe you licked a butthole before you licked a donut hole, because there's way less calories in a butthole.
Yeah. Either way, it's going to change you.
I mean, how does it change you though?
I don't know. I've never licked a butthole, so I'm just assuming.
The brown round never got the Ralston tongue.
I assume once your tongue touches a butthole, you're never the same again.
You've never licked a brown round once in your life, ever.
No.
It's a step.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big step. I know you young people are all about the bunghole nowadays, but Kevin and our generation, you and Denny's and you young folks are bunging it up out there. But in my day,
I'd like a butthole donut, but not an actual butthole.
way more ass play nowadays.
I hear ya.
Ass play is quite prevalent these days.
Not in my house.
Yeah, you're in Publix.
Right.
The magazine's on the rack. Hey, who wants a Snickers? Who wants a lick butthole? You're like, what's going on? It's so, I don't know, soccer mom now.
It is cosmopolitan talking about licking buttholes.
Oh, Cosmo loves a butt licking column.
Got an email from Katerina. She said on that Pulse show that is on Netflix now, kind of the Grey's Anatomy medical one that's set in Miami, I agree with your wife's thoughts on this. I was lost with the whole HR complaint storyline. They explained it little by little in every episode, but at the end of it all, I still don't understand what the man did wrong at all. I'm a 36-year-old woman, and it just kind of felt like the female was running to HR after having a consensual relationship like a crazy baby bitch. It may be too PC for me, or I'm stupid, or misogynist. I just really can't figure it out, but it's not a great show. Yeah, so, and like I said, I think my wife's told me, oh, this is #1 on Netflix. I'm like, that doesn't mean anything. I think that's just how they set it up to try to get you to watch it. In fact, they probably knew it was garbage, and they said, unless we make this thing #1, nobody's going to put this thing on.
And they trap you, too, sometimes with their little, oh, it's #1 in this, it's #1 in that. Like, and then you go to watch it. I watched an Angelina Jolie movie, and I was like, oh.
And tell me Netflix isn't doing their own little fucking shine. Okay, Netflix execs, what are we going to do the top 10 this week to get people talking? Of course, it's all strategy.
Yeah, it's just nothing but a psychological promotional tool that they use. And look, it worked on me, so congratulations. But yeah, no, don't waste your time on that one. Too much other good stuff to watch. Chuck in Albuquerque had said, yeah, that new season of Black Mirror that has dropped, season 7 is the newest, and episode 1 is called Common People. And I'm honestly surprised that Netflix allowed this episode to air because it's a slam on streaming services. It's an amazing episode. I highly recommend you watch this one. So
that's why they're doing it. They're 8 Mile on it. They're calling themselves out so you don't do it first.
Yeah, it's small. I like the play. I mean, yeah, be self-deprecating and really rip into yourself.
They B-Rabbited that ass.
Uh-huh.
You know about B-Rabbit.
I do, 8 Mile.
That's a woman who's broke down.
Yeah. And then Liza, also from Tennessee, had said, on Netflix, there's a Lover, Stalker, Killer. It's fantastic. It's a true crime documentary. It's only like 3 episodes, an easy watch. Basically, a newly divorced dad moves to a new city and tries to start dating again, and the rest is crazy. Also on Netflix, the program Cons, Cults, and Kidnapping. Freaky Crazy, too. Years after being sent to a disciplinary school, an ex-student exposes this academy for all the corruption and abuse it did to so many children. Yeah, we had that not long ago, the Okeechobee Boys thing that was run on the news. And then also on Netflix, a little nature doc, Life on Our Planet. Really interesting. Check that out. So there you go.
Something not to watch, the Angelina Jolie movie I told you about on Netflix. It's called Life or Something Like It.
Okay.
It's a movie from back in 2002, but Netflix just put it out, and they put the #1 movie icon on it. And so I saw that, and I was like, oh, it's the #1 movie, and it's Angelina Jolie. I love her. So I watched it, and I'm telling y'all, it is not good.
See, that is some bullshit Netflix trickery that they do, and that's why you can never take the top 10 seriously.
She looks hot, of course. She's beautiful facially. I think she's just exquisite. But the movie is dumb, and even her hotness does not outweigh the dumbness.
I'll tell you who hates her hotness.
Brad Pitt.
How many times
He didn't hate it when he cheated on his wife with her.
Yeah, he liked it for a while at least.
how many
He
times
sure did.
has him and Clooney sat at Clooney's personal bar just pounding whatever, whiskey
Casamigos.
or just
Tequila.
going,
Casamigos.
I am just so fucked. She's coming at me with the force of 1,000 gremlins. What do I do, Cloons? It's like, I don't know, just be smug.
Yeah.
I said, Kevin says that every morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
that's it.
Kevin's cool smug, and he doesn't have that dick money.
No, he does not.
Yeah, it really knocks you down a peg.
It does.
Yeah.
If
Takes a
you're-
lot of the swagger away.
If you're smug with millions, you're such a cock.
Yeah. Our old friend Sweet Pea from Port St. Lucie telling us about how she had shingles in the 5th grade.
Oh, Sweet Pea.
Intern Sweet Pea.
I think so.
Damn,
It's the only
Sweet
Sweet
Pea.
Pea I know. She said it was the worst pain I've ever had in my life. I remember a lot of oatmeal baths to soothe the skin, but also a lot of stinging and burning pain. It only affects one side of your body, so I got it in my chest and back on the right side. And to this day, I still have nerve damage from it.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, if you can avoid getting shingles, please do it. I was also vaccinated for chickenpox as a kid and never had the red spots, but I think you can get other symptoms of chickenpox or at least be exposed to it and then get shingles. Either way, 0 out of 10. Do not recommend. Yeah.
One of our best interns
Look like.
ever since Station 1. Sweet Pea was just a delight to work with.
We love you, Sweet Pea.
We do, and
I
that's-
still follow her on all the social media. She's always out there living life.
She just hit up Denny's. I think she might even possibly want to help out with the KVJ horror movie.
I love
and
it.
she does have the right temperament for the trade.
She's a Sweet Pea.
Yeah.
And Harold was asking about shingles. He said, is that not only for older people? I guess not, because Engineer Keith said he had it at 38.
Whoa.
He suspected it was stress-induced. It was not fun. He said shingles is dormant chickenpox in the nerves that is activated by age, stress, other conditions that affect your immune system. Mine was on my scalp and ear. It was random spasms of pain that suddenly kicked in. It travels down the nerve path it affects. You can only give shingles to someone who's never had chickenpox. Exposing someone who has shingles to someone who has chickenpox as a child does not out them at risk of shingles. When the shingles started to subside, the infected nerve pathways were still activated, but not painfully, which means it felt like things were crawling through my scalp.
Oh, my gosh.
So Virginia could give our sweet Denny's chicken pox. Chicken pox Denny's could now give shingles to his wife if she had chicken. This is not good. This is probably going to make the...
Dr. Whiskey over there trying to make the connection.
This might make the you fucked up and it's the worst of the show. #1.
It's a good prediction.
Engineer Key said the only part that was scary is how close it was to my eye. If you get it in your eye, you can go blind.
Oh, my
Dang.
gosh.
Wow. How about that, huh?
I'm not going to F around with the shingles.
Yeah, I'll do what you suggest. I'll find a Friday and do it. And
Do it on a Friday night and just tell the wife, hey, we're going to make this a Netflix weekend and give yourself all day Saturday. By Sunday, you'll be fine. And it's not bad. For me, it was just like when you just start to feel like the flu is coming on. You're a little bit achy, you're a little bit cranky, a little bit bitchy.
okay.
So you've had shingles since you were 29, since when I first got on the show? That's
the whiskey.
That's a
talk.
whiskey. You're right. You know what?
Who's driving you home, motherfucker?
My girl, Shingle Jingle. You are driving me home, right?
I am driving you
Okay,
home.
if you want to break into my Jeep, it's at the radio station. Google the address. It's easy to break into. Be a good topic for tomorrow.
And RJ said you should get the Shingrix shot. It's a vaccine to prevent shingles, and it is 2 doses, typically separated by 2 to 6 months.
Yep, that's what I got.
And it's recommended for adults age 50 and older, and for younger adults with weakened immune systems.
What are your thoughts on? So when I walk into CVS, there's signs plastered. If you are a boomer over this age, shingles galore, you're fucked. Oh my gosh.
That's why I did it, because they were making shingles announcements. And I was like, oh my gosh, God, are you giving me a sign?
But when I go to get snacks, I don't want an anxiety attack. So I stopped going to CVS and going to Walgreens instead, because I don't want to fucking, I get it. It's out there, shingles.
You're not 50 yet. I mean, they say when you turn 50, you get it. So you're good for like.
Bruh, I was 55 years ago. I think
Physically.
I've got the
Yeah.
bone structure and the DNA of a 58-year-old. So yes, I'm in shingles territory.
You're just living in Shingletown.
But you know what I mean, though? You kind of you're going there to get snacks, and then you are hit over the head with, oh man, 1 out of 3. You're gonna be fucked. I don't know if I want that when I want my snacks. I don't know.
I mean, it's a marketing tool. They're trying to sell the shot.
Yeah.
It's free with our insurance, though. I will tell you that. It didn't cost me a penny.
And it worked with you, but it makes me not want to go to CVS now because I know they do shingle advertising.
Shingle jingle?
Yeah, they do.
They did hit me with that shingle jingle, and it worked. Because I had been thinking about it already and knowing that I had to go. And then, oh, look, I have 15 minutes that I was going to buy Cadbury eggs.
Well, what do you think?
Instead, I went and got the shingle shot.
What do you think, Kev? Would that make you not want to go to a place, or would that make you kind of go, fuck that?
No, it doesn't. I don't think it affects me one way or the other. I mean, when I got the COVID shot, I got that at Publix, and I would go. They were saying maybe Walgreens is a place to go and get it. You got yours at CVS, you said?
I did CVS, but I think Walgreens would be great, too. It's easy because they have it already ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
You don't have to schedule it ahead of time.
Why would I ever question getting a syringe in my skin at Walgreens? I mean, what could go wrong there? Why would I ever second guess that?
Yeah. Boy, I tell you, anything that you deal with needles, giving blood and all that kind of stuff, it is, you want to have the best of the best. Because your experience can be a lot different depending upon who is administering that needle in your skin.
I went to the doctor and I said, hey, at my dermatologist, I said, can you guys give me the shingles shot? And they said, no, we don't do that. You got to go to CVS or Walgreens. And I was like, oh, okay. Sorry, I'm dumb. I didn't know. I tried to get it from the doctor. They don't have it.
I do admire your proactiveness with health. I think it's very good.
I'm just trying to not have the freaking shingles because my girlfriend had it and she said it was awful.
Yeah.
Just awful. All on her midsection. Hurt for not days, not weeks, months.
That's crazy.
Months of going through it.
I love our show so much. I love doing our show, but sometimes y'all make me feel like I'm dying every minute. I'm just being honest. I'm like,
All right, weepy whiskey over here.
No,
Bring
we're-
it back around.
Whippy whiskey. How about realistic rum? Yeah. Sometimes you go down these paths.
It's
and you're like,
informational.
I get that.
Look, nobody can say that they never heard about shingles. If y'all listen to KVJ, now you know all about shingles.
Yeah, you do.
It's educational, bitch.
They're the ailment show.
We are the ailment show. It's the one thing you don't want to get.
That's what I love.
And apparently you don't want ringworm either. Brooke said she got it at Disney.
Oh, no.
Last Christmas, I went to Disney, and I was wearing a crop top, the only one in the group wearing one. And about 5 days later, I started to notice the ringworm. I went to my doctor worried. I used to think that you'd only get it from dirty water or contact with somebody who had it. No, she proceeded to tell me I likely got it from someone who had been on the run prior to me, or maybe from leaning on a rail
Oh, my
while standing in
gosh.
line with the live fungus on it. Apparently, if areas aren't cleaned properly and frequently, it can live on surfaces for up to 18 months. Even though I treated it, within a week of getting it, I had the raising ring on my stomach for 4 months. It was so annoying and embarrassing considering I never got it as a child.
Wow.
Whoa.
All right, no more crop tops at Disney.
Yeah.
Not like I was gonna, but
Right.
You should, girl. Get it.
no one wants to see that.
And Melody said the facial paralysis that you were talking about, the Bell's palsy and whatever's going on with Lil Nas X. She
Another ailment.
Said, yeah, she said you can get that from a vaccine.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. And stop drinking.
I think this is like drink more.
That's what I'm saying. It's like how many more ways can your body get fucked up as you get
Jeez.
older? Cool.
Engineer Key said you guys were discussing what it'd be like to spend a year somewhere back in time, and Jason brought up the idea of going back to see dinosaurs and how our depictions of them in media might not be accurate. Our current illustrations and presentations of dinosaurs are based on studying their bones and making educated guesses. To illustrate how flawed this method can be when we apply the same approach to animals like horses, the results are completely off. In other words, applying the method used on dinosaur bones to horse bones yields an image that looks nothing like the horses that we know today. And yeah, I think, wasn't it recently I'd seen there was one dinosaur that they thought actually had fur or feathers or something weird like that. It wasn't the scaly like they thought it was.
Yes,
Yeah.
and they're saying dinosaurs were fattier and squattier than we would ever have known. Meaning the T-Rex was kind of like, I can't eat anything. I'm too fucking sluggish. My fifth roll will allow me to move and scamper.
So he's like me, late Saturday night after I've come home and I decide to raid the fridge.
Oh, whatever. You're fake fat.
And Rusty said, if Bird needs a ride to the Jurassic era, my Jeep is ready. Look, he's got all the Jurassic Park logos on it. That's a good paint job.
Oh, wow.
looks
That's
official.
fun.
That is so cool.
Isn't that cool?
I love that guy.
That is neat.
You need that Jeep.
I need that guy.
Yeah,
As
okay.
a friend. Don't get your eyes and mind racing.
You bring the clit massager, he'll bring the Jeep. You guys would be a
Oh,
great
yeah.
couple.
T-Rex, T6.
Yeah. And a little note here, too, about the Papa John's garlic butter. And you're talking about the difference in it. It's actually the same garlic butter, but it has to do with the temperature. If it's cold, it's more solid. If you want it clear and drippy, heat it in the microwave for 10 seconds without the metal foil lid. And you'll get it that way.
They are right. When you do microwave it, it does become that liquidy kind of a sauce.
And that's what you want.
But if you don't do that, it will be thick like a butter. But sometimes it does arrive like the sauce as well.
You got to stir it and heat it because sometimes it settles too.
Yeah. Oh, no, for sure. Now you get it.
And it's the only way to make a Papa John's pizza edible.
Yeah. And we were also talking about how you know somebody's a true Floridian. This one said, when you're riding a motorcycle in flip-flops. Yeah.
See,
pretty
that
good.
That dude is badass.
Yeah.
if I'm not careful, that could be me. But within 3 seconds, the next picture of me on the ground.
You drive into the back of a bus like Kevin.
Yeah, right.
But it'd be cool if it was a bus that had her logo on it.
That would be impressive.
That
Like
would
your
be-
face is hit.
Yes.
You run into your own face.
My own blood is on my own face.
Yeah. Can you
With
imagine
our
I could-
luck, it'll be a different radio show, though.
You're right. I crash into Mo and Sally.
Like, wow, he really takes that radio stuff seriously, huh?
There's blood on Mo.
He did it on purpose.
Yeah. This guy really gets into it. He's very competitive, that guy. It's crazy. All right, well, here we go. We got a weekend on deck, baby. One day.
Bro,
the
it's,
weekend.
it's over?
It's over.
7 more minutes. 7 more minutes.
You're welcome to go as long as you like.
We have weird whatever tonight.
Oh, boy. Yeah. Call it weird and hungover.
I got plenty of time.
Okay. Yeah, check that out. 6 o'clock right here on the KVJ Show YouTube channel. And we will see y'all back here tomorrow. Goodbye.